Hello, today's video is on a square and its root. First, let us begin our discussion by talking about what is a square. A square can be defined as a polygon with four equal sides, a quadrilateral with four congruent sides, a rhombus with four right angles. Also, we see that a square will have an area that can be found by multiplying the base times the height, and where the base will be equal to the height. Also, a square can be defined as a rectangle with four equal sides and four right angles. So what exactly does it mean to square a number? Well, to square a number means we're basically going to make a square using that number. So let's have a look. So if we take a number and make a square out of it, so let's see what exactly do we mean here. So here we have our first square, and this will go one high and have a width of 1. So the area where in the square the base is equal to the height, we do base times height, which would be 1 times 1 will be equal to 1. Then here, the next one, this goes 2 blocks high and 2 blocks as the base. So we have a 2 by 2 square, and the area is found again by base times height. So we have 2 times 2, and that's equal to 4. And then here, keep going, we have a height of 3, we have a base of 3, and the area, base times height, 3 times 3 is 9. All right, let's go a little bit further. See if we see a pattern here. 1, 2, 3, 4 high, 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. Area equals base times height. We have 4 times 4, which is 16. All right, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. The area of this square is base times height. It'd be 5 times 5, which is 25. And this last one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 high, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide. So the area is base times height equals 6 times 6, which is equal to 36. So let's see exactly what all do we have here when we're talking about squaring a number. So we take a look at 1 times 1 being 1. All of our results, we have 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, and 36. So our results come out as what we call perfect squares, which means if we take a sum of 36 blocks, we can create a square where we have both base and height equal. All right, and so to square a number, and go back and look, if we added this in with exponents, this would be 1 times 1, which can also be written as 1 to the second power, which is still 1. And so when we raise it to the second power, since we get the result of a square, so we can say 1 squared. So we can raise a number to the second power, we can call it that we're squaring it. Same thing with 2. We have 2 to the second power. So since 2 times 2 would create a perfect square, we would say 2 squared. And the same thing for 3 times 3, 3 to the second power, or 3 squared. Same goes for 4 times 4. It can be written as 4 to the second power, or 4 squared. And 5 times 5 can be written as 5 to the second power, or 5 squared. And the same thing for 6 times 6. It's written as 6 to the second power, or say 6 squared. So what do we mean by squaring a number? It means that we can take that number and create a square that has the base and its height equal. That's how we would square a number. All right. Now, what exactly do we mean by the square's root? So let's look at this question. What is a square root? Or another way of saying or looking at it is, what is the square's root? If a square is made of 49 blocks, what are its dimensions? So here we have a square of 49 blocks. And one thing we know about a square is that the base and height are equal. All right. Now, if we count the blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 high, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 long or wide, see that the base and the height are equal. So the dimensions of the square is 7 by 7. All right. So what is the square root of 49? Or what is square 49's root? So since it took 7 high and 7 wide to create the square, then 49's root would be the square root of 49 is 7. So that would be the square root of this square here by going off its dimensions of how it was created. So it's 7 high and then have a base of 7. So that means the square root of 49 has to be 7. Because the number 7, we can make the base and height equal and create a perfect square. A couple some symbols to recognize here. This little symbol here is what we call the radical sign. When we place a number inside of the radical sign, say here in instance with the x on the inside, we call it the square root of x. If we put a number like 25 inside, that would mean the square root of 25. And we go back and look at the root of 25. What number can we make to have the same base and height and give us basically an area of 25. And the square root of 25 will come out as 5.